Clash of Clans podcast, episode 102. And we're back at the WBSMT studios. Well, I'm in the WBSMT studio, and joining me via hologram is Murtaugh, aka Lethal Weapon.
We spare no expense.
That's right.
For this show.
By hologram. And I still think, like they're having those people like perform with holograms, like on, music shows now. I still have to see how that works. But I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyways, we are back after, a little bit of a hiatus, and there should be more shows now. I'm on my summer schedule, which thank God I have survived, and now into summer. And after a big 2 weeks, 2 weeks of sneak peeks and everything else, we're here at post update. And last time we were here, we were talking a lot about the fix with times and all those types of things, which was a great modding, dying. So there's really been a lot of stuff in the last month. And so what is new, Mert? What has been happening?
Well, I just want to say, I really hope that we are to a point now in the game or in the podcasts where we can go a whole show and not hear the word modding one time. I'm throwing a challenge out there. I want this one that we're doing right now. This is the last one, because I feel that
I don't think there's anything else to talk about.
It's done. Like, it's been discussed as much as it possibly can, and this is not a put down to anybody else that has done shows that are about it, because it was a huge deal, and I myself was interested in listening to those shows. Those were great, but I just think now that it's been talked about as much as it can. So I think we're moving forward, moving on fresh. It was like a bad date
left to talk about.
Yeah. It was a bad one night stand. You got tested, you're clean, so you got no lingering memories of it. Let's just block it out.
These wars have been, everything. Well, so, we could even talk about pre-update, we should probably talk about that, but everything has been, there's been, I don't know, a big general shift in the entire community, there was not so pleasant shift in the community update week or pre-update week with the sneak peeks. And never have I
yes.
Oh my God. I was like, it was exhausting.
Everybody
whiny.
always thinks everybody thinks the skies are falling.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have to understand now that Supercell has been reacting big time to our reactions. So it's like, now when I see something that comes out, like the Skelly spell is going to pull CC traps, first thing I thought was, oh my God, are you serious? And then I was like, okay, let's wait.
Yeah,
I guarantee you it won't happen. It will not happen. People will raise enough hell. And then, the people that are in the know with Supercell, whether it be the big YouTubers or whoever, somebody got in their ear, was like, hey, this is a bad idea. So I hate,
it was
Rudak
1,000
said,
crying nerds. That's what it was.
In Supercell, we trust. And it's like, they've shown us that they can take feedback. So from now on, I've always been one to hold judgment until an update actually drops, or at least here the past few updates I have been, and I'm continuing on with that. I'm putting it in their hands.
Yeah, I think the last couple updates, man, like they didn't. Maybe they stopped reacting to everything like people wanted, like post ClashCon, and it was, I think, dark months, But now it's like, it seems like they've said, you know what, we'll take the ball back and then go for it, like.
What I think happened.
This one, 2 troops in the update.
I think with ClashCon, I think that they saw what was coming in the future, being that these updates that we just got, and I think that they got really excited about it, and I think that that's when they really hyped up ClashCon, And I don't think they really took a step back and looked at what we were actually getting at ClashCon. And then whenever everybody, so they were all pumped because they knew what was coming, but we didn't. We were expecting all this game-changing stuff, and it was just Town Hall 11 and the Warden, and a lot of people were really let down. But I think that they knew what was coming down the pike. But,
it's been interesting.
Now it's like we're getting all the stuff now that it's lived up to the ClashCon hype.
Well, even the release. Okay, so right before the podcast, I was picking up in the studio here, and I found a actual physical piece of paper, as you can hear, and it's the update of April 30th, 2015. So this is, and it's called. Here's the title of the update: Air Sweeper. And this so that's been a year. Yeah, so it's been a
sweeper.
But here's what's been also which has been different, I think, with Supercell. Just the fact that I could print it out. They used to put out a lot of release notes. Like this one is 3 pages long, and it's like maybe I printed it from somewhere else or put it a couple things together, but it was like it really broke things down. And I noticed that when in the last couple updates and trying to find out, hey, what is this and what is this? It's more of like here's a balancing thing, and it was actually like I never actually did find the full release notes. I mean,
I think they direct you to the forums. Like if you look at the news, and then there's the learn more. And that directs you to the forums, and then that's where it's the more detailed descriptions of everything.
Well, yeah, and they've added that in there. You know what I mean? Like they've added that into the news feature way more. No, this is what I was reading. Honestly, here's the difference between a year ago and now. I don't blame, and I think it's not a bad thing. It'd be like in Town Hall 11, or like Town Hall 11, Canon level 14. This one would be like 4 bullet points underneath that. Bowler housing space reduced to 6, which is awesome. I love those bowlers. Anyways, what I'm saying is they've changed a lot of stuff between the updates over the course of a year, I think. And okay, so the big updates happened. Well, what happened sneak peek week? What we were really getting at was them where the 1,000 cries of the war strategy. Okay, so you get to do the friendly battles, right?
Yeah, they dropped the sneak peek of the friendly challenge, and at the time that they put the sneak peek out, it was still in their plans that they were going to release it, and there was going to be no cooldown on the base that you could build. So even Ash, when I watched the video, you could tell the way Ash said it. He knew it was bad, and he said, "So yes, you will be able to build your enemy's base on prep day and practice on it." And the reason everybody was freaking out about that, everybody's already talked about it. We can just go over it briefly. Is because what would come down to clan wars is whichever clan had more time. That would be the winner. You wouldn't have to have near the skill as the opponent. You could just, if you were a kid and you were out of school and you had nothing to do all day, you could just sit there and build the bases for people and just let them practice on it. And everybody was kind of just freaking out because they didn't want it to come down to, whoever has the most time, that's who wins the war.
And in that, we didn't. We were going to record last week, and it was right.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm and we talked about glad that we didn't, that there, we're busy, and even right on update day we couldn't record, and so now we got to play with the stuff. But at that point, it was, I thought at that point that when they released it, it would be that you had to watch.
That was another thing too. Were you like when you put the challenge out there? If you hit the button, did you have to sit there and watch them attacking your village?
Yeah,
because that would really be horrible too. Because you'd have to,
and that's what I thought.
As much as they wanted to practice, you'd have to sit there. So it would really waste 2 people's time.
Yeah,
instead of just the person practicing.
And I was totally like, okay, Supercell wouldn't do something that's stupid. I mean, that's what I was really thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
it can't be
Yeah.
that. It can't be what people are saying. You know, I'm gonna, do, go war. The game is about to die, and all this. It was like I'd never seen so many melodramatic people like in. Like, I mean, I was like, I just want to shut everything down. Couldn't take it. And I'm like, it just can't be this way. I mean, I thought you would have to have two people like going head to head. And so I'm glad that we didn't record, because that's what I would have been talking about. I was like so annoyed with everything. Like,
and I know that I hate whenever somebody records like halfway during an update being dropped, and then by the time the show actually comes out, the update's dropped. So you're listening to what they're saying, and it's null and void because something has changed. So when you said, hey, we need to wait until it drops, I was like, that's a good idea, so we can talk about what's actually hit in the game. But other than that, the things that have come out, I mean, like right when we got that quality of life update and things are looking good, they just keep hitting us with so much content. It's like every update they keep trying to outdo the last one.
I got to tell you, what it's done for me is kind of opened up, like, because they're giving us so much. I go, look, I've got a lot of stuff left to do, So now maybe I'll actually work on my defenses. We've got, well, I guess one of the big things, two new troops, and so many levels and another spell. That's going to keep you busy for a long time. I don't remember was there ever an update? Well, with the only update I remember with two troops, I think was the one where they introduced the dark troops. The Minion, the Hog, and the Velk all came out at the same time.
Wow.
So this is kind of a big one.
Well, I hope that the baby dragon and the miner turn out to be as big as the Hog and the Valk. That would be pretty cool.
I have not even seen the baby dragon. I don't really understand. So I've read about it a little bit, but
the baby dragon is basically half a dragon, is what it is. It's 10 troop space, half the full dragon. It's about half the hit points, and it does about half the damage. I personally haven't, and I haven't seen anybody else really come up with any real uses for the baby dragon. The one special thing that it does is if it gets by itself, it actually gets in like a rage mode where it kind of gets like a mini rage spell on it. So it does a lot more damage and it does it faster, but it cannot be around any other air troops. It has to be by itself, or I guess with ground troops, but it says that it gets shy around other air troops. So at first I thought it was going to be 5 troop space. And I said, well, that would be a really good cleanup troop, one that could go over walls, maybe absorb a bomb, and it's raged a little bit so it's faster. But as it is right now, I'm not sure how it's going to be used. Because even with an air attack, you're not... if you want a few little extra troops for cleanup, you bring minions. So I really...
What about... Well,
I don't see...
Maximus said this. He goes, what about hogs and baby drags? Because me and him used to work on those crazy 8 attacks with dragon and hogs. Workshop different things.
But this is Town Hall 10, though.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking like
so
he was talking TH9. But I mean, if you were going to think about a purpose for them, I mean,
yeah,
if you were taking a swarm in and they got mad, I mean, I guess you could. They're 10 troop space.
Yeah, so I mean they're expensive at that. But we do have a troop that I think has a lot of uses and is a very interesting troop.
And that's
the miner
in Royale. I don't have it in this game yet.
Yes, it's weird. These 2 troops, I mean, they took them straight from Royale. That's I think that's the first time that they've ever actually like a new troop that they've introduced that is straight from. I think it's pretty cool that they're mixing the games up like that.
Well, and the mine, that's the only legendary card I have in that game. And so I've practiced with it, and it's a cool troop. I can imagine how, if it works like it does in Royale, you
I know DP has them. DP he had max miners the first day. So he's been kind of mixing them in, playing with attack.
DP
I know
did? DP got him really?
Yeah. He maxed him out. He wanted to see what they did. I know he did a friendly challenge with a Town Hall 9, and using no spells or heroes, he 3-starred a max Town Hall 9 with just the miners. They just have a lot of unique abilities that no other troop has. When they're moving from building to building, they're underground, so they can't take damage. They're pretty damn fast. They don't do a lot of damage, but they do enough to keep moving. I know that on Tate's podcast, he was talking about maybe because they're not defense targeting. That's the only bad thing about both of these troops is they're not defense targeting. So whenever you're doing an actual strat, they're kind of sporadic, so you can't really path them very much. But if you just treated them like Valks, I could really see the use of clearing the trash and getting them to the core, because that you'd be surprised how much damage the troops take going from building to building. And when they're underground and they're protected, it's I know I've seen them in DP's attacks, and they are really cool to watch, just zipping around, going under walls, just going right under bombs and not getting set off. Healers can get on them, even though they go underground. They're fully affected by any spell.
Healers?
Yep, they're fully affected by any spell. Yep, the healers will still follow them around and heal them. But the only problem would be if you're sending them into a pack of defenses. When the miner goes underground, everything's going to start targeting your healers. So you kind of have to be careful.
Would your warden if he was on air, he would freeze he would tome the healers, right? He told everybody, but he would follow the healers if it was just healers, right?
I'm not sure. I've never used him just with healers.
Yeah, I haven't either. Weird.
I'm
trying to find the troop space on.
I believe miners are 5, I think.
Oh, right here. Okay. Are they? Yeah, it's hard to find all this stuff. And I'm like, look at I got my max bowlers, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Very exciting, right?
No, I think we're going to see a lot with bowlers.
I do too, actually. They're really, if you throw them in behind the Valks on these attacks, I'm getting so much more percentage with just a couple because they do so much cleanup. But I'm looking through the news here. Burrow Underground. I didn't know that about the so they don't trigger any traps. But it's barracks level 12, which means I have 6 days before I can even start it. So it's going to be a while. So we got
let's really get to the biggest part of the update here.
Okay.
I mean, come on. The spring traps.
Yeah, what is
everybody's been screaming for, what everybody's been begging for, everybody's Christmas wish list. Spring traps are getting upgraded.
Yeah, who saw that coming?
You can upgrade. Basically, you can flip an extra Valkyrie. I mean, if you max them out, I think it's like 18 troop space. I don't really see what advantage. I mean, once you get to level 2, there's 16, they'll flip 2 Valks. I really don't see what the advantage is to getting them up to 18. I mean, I don't know if somebody sends 9 wall breakers at your wall, you can flip them all.
Well, I said this in chat last night. I said, could it be possible that in the future they say traps can be combined? So Golem steps on 2, or like a P.E.K.K.A. steps on 2 spaces.
Oh, wow. That would be interesting.
I mean, if they're doing something like adding that many levels, like you would think, unless they're just accounting for like Barch, or if they can fling that many troops.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know the barbarians. They don't really walk that close together.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they're just trying to give some little edge to the Valks without actually nerfing them. I mean, it looks like they really do not want to nerf the Valks anymore. So they give
As they
you Cannon
shouldn't.
level 14. Yeah, and they shouldn't. The Valks are fine. And you know what's really interesting with this update? We were in a war we just came off 3 really big wars. We warred back to back, One Hive Prime, Spartan's Legacy, and FYSB. But it was really interesting when we warred Spartan's Legacy, they had I can't remember, it was like 3 or 4 or 5 Town Hall 11s.
Yeah.
And 2 of their 11s were running the same base. It kind of looked like a plus sign. And we were like, wow, I wonder if they messed up, if they didn't realize they had duplicate bases. And I made the comment, or that could just be a really badass base. And they said, fuck it, it's so good, we're running it twice. Turned out that's what it was.
Is that the one I hit?
Really, yes. That was a really, we finally cracked it. It took us several attacks, but we actually got it at the end of the war. We got it 2-starred by a Town Hall 10. But let me tell you, I've given that base to other people, and they're like, man, that base just eats attacks. It makes use of every defense is doubled up. There's no way to get it. It's great. But anyway, I'm looking at this base. I'm looking at all their bases, and I'm like, every one of these bases are designed for one thing, and that is to defend Queen Walk and Valks. That's all they're set up to defend. You've got exposed ground. You've got Wizard Towers right by air defenses. You've got Golem in the CC. And I was just thinking, man, if I had level 4 Hounds and Loons right now, it would be cake. So I am so glad that they're getting this to where now people are going to have to rework bases. I mean, Town Hall 10 dips right now with these new troops. When we first got them, I had to have the Hounds and Loons. I gemmed them out immediately. And I told whatever 10s we had that were on, I was like, throw up war bases. Let me do it. And I just cooked up straight Penta, just like 24 Loons, 5 Hounds. And I mean, 4 or 5 of them I threed first chance, just spamming the Loons out. And I think Cameron's base, I had hit his like 5 or 6 times, but I finally got it. But I think even at 11, if they make these crazy anti-Valk bases, you're just going to be able to just walk in there with air and get the 2 or higher. So I can't wait to see that people are going to actually have to start defending all different types of attacks again. It's really exciting.
I have fallen into that mistake the last couple wars. Well, okay, like I'll switch up a base and I go, this is going to be good for this. Or I think what's happening is I do get into the Velk mindset. Because that's what, we're seeing so much of. And so I think it actually has begun, before this, adding because I was getting hit by dragons. And it was like, my base was perfect against everything. Not really. I mean, I was like, I was putting a lot of thought into it. I'm going, okay, this is really going to trip them up. This is really going to, and you know what? And then I look at it and I get dragon for 2, like right off the bat. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I did not see that coming, right?
Yep.
And so I think you're right on that. I think I honestly, I just went in like before we started recording and put all my traps to air, or all my expos back to air and ground. And plus, well, now you got the baby dragon too. So really, it's kind of putting the. Oh man, I hope everybody upgraded their air defenses, because this is going to be rough.
Well, I mean, come on, who doesn't upgrade air defenses? It's like the first thing you upgrade when you go up to Town Hall.
Well, I know, but it had been so long since air attacks were popular.
Well,
I mean, I guess not in Town Hall.
Well,
I mean, I'm thinking of 11 or something maybe, but
yeah,
I'm surprised we didn't
get have them maxed out by then.
I'm surprised we didn't get a new air defense level.
Well, I don't know. Air's still pretty tricky. I mean, you got these new level 4 Infernos and the Eagle. It's still. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to just walk in here with air troops in 3-star max 11, because what happens is there's so many more defenses at 11 but you're still pretty much working with the same troop space. And, and at other town hall levels, when you're doing an air attack, the first part of your attack is to get a lot of the base with your heroes. Well, at Town Hall 11, you don't do that. You're not knocking out 25% of the base with just your heroes. And if you do a queen walk and you've got that 56 healer troop space cost, now you don't have 4 hounds and 20 loons. You've got 3 hounds and 14 loons. So, I mean, it's not a 3-star strat yet, I don't see. But if for somebody that needs to just step up and put 2 on it, I do believe that as of right now, you're going to be able to just spam hounds and loons, and you're going to have all the defenses cleared, and your heroes are going to walk right up to the town hall until the bases start changing.
Well, maybe we should just segue into that for a minute here. Last time you were here, or we were here, I should say, you were at Town Hall 10. And then I turned around.
Yes, that's right.
And you were, were you above me on the war map?
Yes, I passed you. I couldn't believe it.
I was
think
like,
it's
what
my walls.
happened?
Just blame it on my walls.
Yeah, right.
That's what it is.
Look at, what is your stuff at? Okay, so what happened now? Like, so you went to 11.
Okay, so I fully maxed out. I fully maxed out Town Hall 10, 100%. Everything was done. Saw sneak peek where they said level 4 hounds and loons, and I said, okay, that's good enough for me. And I gemmed out my Town Hall. I got me a starter pack or 2. Might have gotten 2. I don't know. And I did pretty good. I was off for 3 days. Took me 4 days, and I got my warden to level 10. And that's without buying any resources. It's just gemming the time. But as bad as I need Elixir right now, he's not. He's probably going to have to sit there for a little while. But I went ahead and went full 11. I dropped the Eagle. I dropped the Expo, the Arch Tower, the Wizard Tower, the Cannon. I really think that the whole 9-5 days, I think they're done. I think now, range wars or not, when you go up a town hall, you just drop everything. Of course, you do want to concentrate on your troops a little more than you would defenses, but if you've got gold spilling over, fucking drop a defense.
Yeah.
Especially the Supercell, they still don't have the matching right. If you're a 9.5, you could very well pull a max Town Hall 10 if you're a 9.5. And you see a lot of these big clans, they're getting really hurt in these range wars.
Well, it seems like
they're doing the 9.5 thing.
Well, it seems like it's a gamble. You're like, hey, I'm gambling with a war algorithm. Like, you're not going to run up against a 10. You know, and
you can't be in a range war anyway if you're a 0.5. So I'm trying to get all of our 0.5 because we still have some 9.5s right now that I've gotten pretty much all the max troops, and
good luck.
Really
I've been trying to get everybody
to
drop Infernos for freaking ever. So
hey, we've got a few of them. We got a few of them that are dropping. They've already dropped a few, so I know we got.
People are just hitting harder.
I can't say it because I'll mess up their name.
I mean, people are hitting harder. It seems like the Town Hall 10 attacks, the Town Hall 10s and the Town Hall 10s seem to be getting much stronger. And I don't know. I think it's Town Hall 9 to hit Town Hall 9. It's not that hard. If you're as a Town Hall 11, especially having to dip, then it's a certainty. So, not a certainty, especially with me, but
no,
but I mean, like,
yes, no, it's a certainty. If you're dipping on a 9.
Well, I'm not knock on wood. I'll go with that. But yeah, I mean, it's so overpowering, right? And so like in the past you only had to be you'd only have a Town Hall 10 going against a Town Hall 9. So if a 9.5 was not so far away from the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could see it.
And I have to say, I called it on a few shows back, a few months ago. I said that I predicted that within 6 months, I really think that when you look at the makeup of a clan, it's going to be like 8 to 10 Town Hall 11s at the top. It's going to be about 20 Town Hall 10s in the middle, and then it's going to be 10 or less 9s at the bottom. And that was about 4 months ago. And I really think that I know that we're on pace for that. In 2 more months, we will absolutely will be there. And I think that's just the way, especially now with the new toys at 11. You're not going to see many people sitting at max 10. I don't believe.
No,
I think clans are about to get pretty damn heavy.
The warden is just so much fun.
Well, he takes a lot to get used to. My first attack, I didn't even drop him. I completely forgot.
Did you?
I think my next, and then I think once I got him to level 5, I think like 4 attacks in a row. I never hit his ability.
Yeah.
And
when you
and
did,
then the
wasn't
first time
it like...
I went out on air? Oh, no. Let me tell you something. I could tell a difference when he was level 1.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious. I could tell
Your
a difference.
Troops felt different.
Like my Valks would, if I didn't get him in the core, and I'm like, well, fuck, this is rip. My Valks are still there. They're still there. They're still there. And I was like, and I had to ask Hatter because he went to 11 too. And I was like, dude, have you noticed something with this warden? And he's like, definitely.
Yeah.
His aura or whatever, it really does make a difference with how much the troops stay up. It's
I don't know if you remember me
great. And again,
telling you about how like right when you could just feel them, like, I don't know, the flow, like they just push farther. They just, I don't know. And then when you hit the tome, I said it felt like Gandalf on the bridge going, "Thou shalt not pass." You know. Yeah. And you can see how the troops burn out from it. Oh man, it's still fun.
And now it's like it's the battle of trying to get your warden to get him up to the core. So like, God, I'd give anything for Supercell to go back to the first range he had when it was like, what was it, like 16 tiles or something? Oh man,
you mean bigger?
Yeah, remember when he first came out? His range was huge. It was like half the map. Yeah, they shortened it.
I might have been very discouraged at that point because there was no elixir.
He could be anywhere on the map pretty much. And when you hit the tome, most of your troops are going to be in it. But now you have to kind of, and it seems like he's always lagging. Even if you drop him first, he's always lagging behind. So it's like you have to use that tome so early. And I wish he would get up there a little bit. Like sometimes I almost want to like drop a haste on him to like get him up in there. So when I hit the tome, it's more inside. But no, man, he's super fun to play with, and it's just his possibilities are just. I mean, I went up and cooked up like an all minion army and like trying to time the tome when the red bombs pop, and he's fun. I can't wait to get him up to 20. He's awesome.
Well, mine's at 18. Which I'm pretty happy with. I was going at a pretty decent pace. How the hell did you farm that much? What were you doing?
Well, okay. Because I've been in my defense, there was a boost going on, so everybody was boosted. I mean, every raid that I hit was like at minimum 450. Most of them were like 600.
Okay,
and
where
then
are
I was
you
getting my
trophies?
bonus. I was in like Champs 1. Or like Titan 3. So, I mean, I was pulling in $1 million per raid, pretty much.
Well, what were you hitting? What were you using?
I mean, 17 Valks and 4 healers. Because I was full on Dark. I've got nothing to use Dark on, or had nothing at the time.
Okay.
So I was just throwing Dark at these things. And that's the thing with these Valks. Even if you mess up the attack, you still get 60%. Like, you can't... If you can just get them inside the base... If you can hit the tome and hit the rage and place the jump, you're going to get 60%. So you're going to get most of the loot.
You get really good with funneling. You're really good with funneling again.
Well, yeah, you just do the queen walk into it. I mean, I'm doing that 3 now. On some lower level. Yeah,
I'm doing that now. Also, I guess we're using pretty much the same comp. Except
but
I'm putting 4 bowlers behind them.
Mark this down as the Great Elixir Drought of 2016.
I knew it already, and that's why.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I'm not leaving.
The boost going. I wish they'd have kept it going a little bit.
Well, yeah, because there's so many. So many
I think
elixir.
somebody did the math.
The elixir.
Somebody did the math. It was a 113 billion elixir worth of upgrades over the whole Clash of Clans community. That's like Town Hall 10 or higher or something.
Wait. You mean total?
So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like total. Yeah, it was like 113 billion. So there's Jesus. A lot of elixir to be spent, and that's what everybody's doing.
Well, we
because
hit
a lot
barracks,
of these bases
right?
now, as long as a lot of these bases that I'm hitting, when they used to be 450, now it's 450 gold and 100. Or I've even seen some bases where their worth is like 7,000 elixir, and I'm like, wow, you just went for broke, didn't you?
Well, here was what I was doing with that, because I knew that there was going to be a drought coming, and I've been constantly going for dark with the Valkyrie.
You filled the silos, didn't you? You got some silos in your backyard full of elixir.
No, I wish. But I was saving up for the update. I had, stuff in my treasury. I was hitting for dark elixir with the Velk army so I can make up the cost. But farming up so far in Champ, and I'm actually at the highest trophy I've ever been at. The bonus up there kind of guarantees that you can save still. I mean, I think that's the only thing about being in the league you're supposed to be in that really helps, because I know that there was going to be so many people down lower getting their or putting it all into the. Well, it's not like I went, right at that time, but I can see now. I thought about dropping, but that bonus keeps you afloat no matter what you hit, because it's like 250,000.
I did drop. I dropped down to Crystal, and I am finding bigger hits down here, but it's not worth missing the bonus. So I'm gonna head back up.
How long do you think it'll take you? You went all the way down to Crystal.
Yeah. Oh no. If I just don't, I purposely have to like drop cups every because I mean, with the speed of the cook times now, it's like, man, you're hitting like every 10 or 12 minutes now with everything boosted. So now you can get up there pretty fast. But I tell you what's hurting farming more than that is these damn friendly challenges. Oh my God. I don't think anybody in our clan has done one fucking farming raid in the past 2 days.
I've come back from a friendly challenge, and I start to try to recook troops.
Yeah. I think,
and I'm like, okay, well.
And I think everybody too, right when the update hit and they restarted everything, when they loaded up, I know me and everybody I've talked to has done this. When they opened the chat bar, they scrolled all the way to the top.
Yes.
And they were like, what the hell is going on?
That's a huge update thing. The chat box is completely different. I always wanted it like that. Like
I keep clicking on our name up top, like trying to type, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here?
But it actually, I've gotten used to it now.
Yeah. And I'm used to it now.
It's amazing. It really is.
It really is. It's more streamlined. It's
like if you
it's much better.
It's one of those things where it was hard to follow the conversation if I had it open on the side, like during a war raid. You could see it. It just wasn't natural though. Like this, you could just have it open, and it's like just like a regular chat flow. Like it goes with with your eyes
and the way that if you type and then you type something again, there's not a huge gap. That helps. So if you're talking, it doesn't spam the chat so fast. And what's nice, if you want to write something that's like really long, and if you continue it, if nobody posts in between, it actually looks like it's just one really long post. It will actually connect it together, which is really cool.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. There's a ton of of little changes that they did.
I don't like that the keyboard. It's the problem I've always had with Royale. It's the reason I don't chat much over there, because when you pop up the keyboard, it pulls that Apple keyboard, like the full keyboard, and so now it's got like autocorrect in it and everything.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yep.
Which is weird to me, but
yeah, I kind of I kind of like the old one better too. But
the request buttons on the that screen now,
yeah,
it reminds me of
and
that.
then with the
It reminds me of the update when they put that the screen in, the whole troop capacity screen. What is it? On the army overview screen.
Yeah. It
was
yeah,
such
just
a
like that made everything
game
more
changer.
streamlined. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
Well, and
disorienting.
they've even added in like the donate now feature. And I was really excited when this happened because I can't tell you how many times somebody's needed something and I've had full army and I've gone in and deleted 6 giants so I could gem a golem and give it to them. Like I've done that a million times. So when I heard of this donate now, I was like, oh, this is great. So when you want to donate, when you open it up, you have what you have cooked, but then you have a donate now. The only bad part is it doesn't just gem the time for what you're wanting to donate. It donates the gems or the time and the resources. So a golem, instead of costing you 5 gems, it now doesn't take any of your dark elixir, but it costs you 30 gems.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
I didn't actually realize that about the...
Yeah, so make sure you're not hitting the donate now and giving everybody a bunch of golems, because that's going to cost some gems fast. I think... I know Ash put a poll up on Twitter asking, which way would you like it, to just do time or do it? So maybe he's kind of putting a bug in Supercell's ear, because it needs to just be time. I mean,
if you have the resources,
yeah, in which everybody does. If you don't have enough resources to donate a golem, you're probably not going to be donating in the first place. Yeah. So they need to fix that.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are also, and I don't know, I'm kind of torn on the subject. A lot of people are saying that, look, this friendly challenge, it's great, it's amazing, but it could be a ton better because
oh god, really?
The friendly challenge, no, okay. And I thought the same thing, but I don't know.
Here we go.
It makes sense.
Okay.
The friendly challenge is such a perfect thing to do when your troops are cooking. It's beautiful, but it's really difficult because you have to have a full army to go in and do it. So it's like if you're trying to farm, by the time you get your army full, then you're boosted. You're in there doing a friendly challenge. You're wasting your boost. You come out and then you go farm and do a raid. Well, then again, you have to sit there and wait for your troops to cook. If they don't charge you for the troops already, it's like, why not just go ahead and just let you put together an army to do a friendly challenge? So that way, when your troops are cooking, and somebody hits, do you want to attack this base? You hit attack, and then it pulls up the troops, and you just load up whichever ones you want to do, and then go into attack.
Well, I want magic wings, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? It
does seem like we're asking a lot. Yes,
that's like, I
understand that. Yes,
it does suck, because then I'm sitting there a lot of times in the last couple days, since it dropped, and I finally have more time, and I was in that scrim, and so I was able to. I was hitting 9s. If somebody posted it, I'm going. Yeah, I'm doing it. But it was nice because then I would hit 9s when my army wasn't ready. You're right. It did make me think it would be worth the boost to gem the time in between. To go do some friendly battles at the end of a farm or something, and you just have that on hand.
And if you want to tweak an attack, just a little amount, you're not really going to go in the wild, use that whole army, come back, cook the whole army, and this time bring 5 healers instead of 4. You're going to go and you're going to delete the healer, and then you're going to cook up another one, and it's like, so it does it does cost you time and gems, but again, yes, it's amazing what they've given us now, and we're not complaining. But we're just saying it could be this car is great. But goddamn, some rims would look really good. I'm giving
Supercell a week off. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm. I did want to talk to you about that too, because that was one thing I was thinking. I got to remember to tell him or talk about. I thought it really does bring it, the friendly challenge to a way how I like to play, right? I like to have a certain army comp, the one I really like to use, and I farm with it. I go out and I'm hitting with it because I'm trophy pushing, and maybe the things don't get so indistinguishable, so much down the road. But when I get to hit up against these war bases, I kind of have my preferred comp. And so when I go into these bases, what I've noticed is I'll take my comp that I've been using, and then I'll take the 30 seconds, and then I'll go, how can I best hit this particular base, whatever war base, that somebody put up, and hit it. And so maybe the comps that we like to use will get more adept at using them, because I know that I feel like I've had more legitimate war practice in the last couple of days than I have in ever. I mean, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you get the friendly battle, even if it's like a Town Hall 10 with one Inferno or something. It's the war bases seem to be constructed a little bit different, because there's no thought to resources like there is in the wild. So it has been nice to kind of even practice against Town Hall 10s and just seeing what your troops can do in those types of situations, because there's a lot of similarities in those war bases. Have you tried the new spells? So we have the
so we have the duplicators.
the duplicates. I was going to say the mirror
duplicate spell.
Yeah, should have called it the ghost spell.
Right.
What I tried it.
So
once.
the spell, it's basically it's a CC that you can drop, because if you max it, it goes up to 35 troop space. You only need one troop. Whatever you drop that clone spell on, it will clone at whatever level you have the troop up to. It will clone that. So for instance, if you have one loon and you drop the clone spell, it will spawn 7 loons if you have it maxed. So that'd be 8 loons that you'd have. Now those 7 loons, they only last about 18 seconds. So the troops that it clones, they're not permanent.
Yeah, because it said as they walk into it. So I was wondering if it, if you pass through them. I mean, really haven't got to play with it much, especially with level 1.
I haven't used it yet. I mean, again, it's like I don't like playing with things in the level 1, especially with something like that. It's so expensive as it is for slots. I mean, it wouldn't even be a thought of considering it until it was maxed for 35 troop space. Again, it's something totally different that we don't have. But it's
so what are you going to do? What's your upgrade?
I know
order?
that I've. No. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm trying to slow down on gymming. I did gym my Dark Spell Factory, because I just cannot stand, and these barracks are going to kill me.
Take
too.
out the green needle. Get the green needle out of your arm.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that enough. I need to take a break.
Yeah.
But I really want to put down some of these barracks so I can get these new troops. There's nothing worse in this game than being without a damn barrack.
Yeah. Well, see, I think the new troop space, or the timers, has balanced out pretty well for me. So I haven't really missed that. It's just the fact that you have 2 levels to go, so that's going to be a lot of time. And when I say that about gems, I just started realizing how much, or just gemming the time on my warden upgrades. I start to look, in my email, and I'm going, oh shit, I'm spending a little bit of money over the since Christmas, gemming his time. So your weekend, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I just, I really wanted it. So I hit, I got a good bonus. So I was like, what?
How much time we spent playing the game, it's.
And that's what it comes down to. Like, ever since this game came out, I have not bought a new console or a new console game or anything like that. So I'm still saving probably thousands of dollars versus what I would be spending if I was out getting the new console every time, you know.
I finally was able to justify gemming the time because I said I quit. I didn't say I quit smoking or whatever. So I said, now I can gem the time. And then I realized, I'm like, I could gem a level every, day or whatever it was because they're so expensive. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, doing a warden upgrade like once a week or something like that. I'm going, shit, that was an expensive habit.
Yeah.
You look back. So
when you actually see it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's why I'm looking at my email. But what are you going to do? I'm doing the one barrack. I'm going to keep one barrack going.
Anytime I do barracks, that's what I do. I put one down, let it run. So basically, I just get used to having that one down. So it'll be down for 2 months. And then when it's done, you're just like, it's done. And finally, I'm just glad that they didn't make us do our elixir spell factory for the clone spell.
That was
really nice of them.
I was expecting that.
Yeah, me too.
It was one of the first things. I think I had 7.5 million. I had 6 million elixir saved, and then I had 1.5 in the treasury. And so I had a bunch of elixir that day. So I put down my spell factory, I put down my dark spell factory, one barrack. I started doing all my springs. Are you going to... Nice. What's your research?
I do have... So I just did the dark spell factory, so I went ahead and put the Skelly spell in there, going up to level 2, just because my elixir is so precious right now. I've got other stuff I need to put down.
Can you see?
And I don't have a use for dark.
Can you see the details on the poison spell?
On the poison?
Or not the poison spell, the Skelly spell.
I did. I'm.
You can see. I can't see it.
A lot more skeletons. Yeah, I thought it was a lot. Well, I'm in a personal break right now, but level 1, it spawns 6 skeletons, and it looks like it goes to 10 at level 4. I thought it was a lot more than that. Again, it was one of those things when they first came out. They said it was going to lure CC troops. And that was another thing. I was just like, holy shit, that cannot be, because it would just ruin Clan Castle troops. Everybody would have to do 35 barbs or some shit like that.
It'd be crazy, like having a lureable king and queen.
Yeah, it would go back to that. So they've changed that, thank God. It's one of these things. Right now, we don't really know the use of it, but I'm telling you, this spell has the biggest use that I can see at Town Hall 9. I think it's going to have a really big use. When you're on a hog attack and towards the end, when you've got, when you've pretty much dropped all your spells, I think that spell would be worth saving. So when your hogs are getting ready to jump to that last compartment where you've got 3 defenses sitting there, you could drop that Skelly whenever all those defenses start shooting your hogs.
Would that trigger double giant bombs?
It does not. It will not trigger bombs. But if you're really needing to get those defenses down so they don't wipe out all your hogs, so you have something to clean up, I really think for one spell slot, I think that would be worth it. And then on Tate's pod, he had a really good thought that he came up with. Whenever you are doing an air attack and you send a hound in on an air defense, think about it. Everything is shooting that hound. Everything except for a cannon or a mortar. You could drop one of those Skelly spells, and I bet you they would just sit there and eat that air defense up. So again, I don't know the parameters because, usually you need a hound to sit over that air defense so your loons would come in. But I think there's something.
I kind of thought it would be good against a golem in the
rage,
CC.
A freeze.
If you knew there's a golem.
No, it's a way to get rid of Inferno Towers. You bring a rage, a freeze, and you bring 6 Skellies. And at the first start of the battle, you just freeze the Inferno. You drop your rage, and then you drop all your Skellies. And by the time the freeze wears off, the Inferno's gone.
It's like the ice cream headache.
All your spells.
But you could wait till your hogs got underneath or got really close to it, then do that.
I'm telling you, there's something. We're gonna find all these troops. We're gonna
think about the combinations we're gonna be seeing. with two new troops, a new spell. Think of the combos we're gonna be,
and a friendly challenge mode to test them out.
That's fun. I think it's gonna make clan life a lot more fun. Where you can just sit around and you could play. You could sit and play. It reminds me of Royale a little bit in that way, that you can play as much as you want with your clanmates. That sounds really dirty.
It really, I mean, they've given us about everything that we've asked for. I mean, like on my list, all I have left is the Alliance chat tab and Arrange Wars. I mean, like they're really knocking a lot of stuff off the list. I've been really, and we've got a lot of new content. All your emails. Yeah, maybe they've actually been reading all my letters that I thought were going unnoticed, that I was lacing with sweet smelling perfume. Maybe they've actually opened them up. I did. I learned calligraphy just for them.
You had some. This update's so big. I mean, it's one of these things where I can't even. The whole daily quality life is different. So that's why we're jumping around everywhere. I looked down my list. You did have some comments, Twitter stuff.
I did. So I just, every time we like to record, I just put up something saying, is there anything, people have any comments or anything? So we can go over some of those.
Okay.
So Shadow Muppet says, does the in-game autocorrect make you look smarter or dumber?
Dumber.
And actually, he said drummer. I think he's being funny. Smarter or drummer? Yeah, I don't know. Probably both.
It's really hard to type for me.
Let's see.
I miss the old one.
Yeah, I missed the old one. Mighty Buzzard says, interclan tournaments, ? Is the Rudax content yet, or is he still begging for more walls? I think he's happy with what we've got. Pretty sure.
Okay, I do think it would be fun to do friendly tournaments where, let's say you post your base and you challenge everybody to a certain troop comp. And so the person who gets the most percentage on your base and most stars, I think that'd be fun to do. Kind of like the competition with Benji. Do you remember that? I think that'd be fun to do. I think I'm just excited to have more practice. And I think it's going to be beneficial, too, to have, like, 11s, to have more 11s in the clan. So I think your prophecy is correct on that. On more 11s in clans. Other comments?
Oh, yep. Let's see. Okay, so
another
good one that I got. I might have been rolling a all bowler attack.
That's what I've been trying to do. I want to do that with all healers.
I did 21 bowlers, 5 in my CC, and 8 healers. And
how did it work?
I threed it. The first time I tried it, I threed one of our max 10s with it. I don't know. It's just funny.
I love throwing those. I swear to God, it has helped.
And mine
my
aren't
attacks.
even maxed yet. Mine are level 2. So
I was rolling a ton
with
with level 2, and then they hit max, and just 4 of them, especially now they've got more troop capacity, 6 instead of the 8 that they were. You throw those in, and they just make a really nice cleanup troop.
Well, if you get them in the middle of the base, I really think I don't, people try to use them on the outside.
No,
I don't.
Inside.
I think their home is the middle. Yeah.
Well, think about like those resource rings bases. You can cut that funnel, or and you could send Velks and go down both sides, and then bowlers, because once they get to the center and there's just resources, they can stand back and do a lot of work. I hit a couple on accident. In that way, where I found, oh shit, these would be perfect.
So Adam, aka Streets Ahead, he said, "What are your thoughts on the new Wizard Tower fireballs? Seem kind of dinky." And I gotta agree. I really liked the Wizard Tower fireballs. I really I really thought they were awesome. They were like this lightning kind of fireball, and I don't know why they changed them.
I realize now that you said that they changed them. I know I had heard, I'm in clan chat and I see like, what do you think about this new graphic? Remind me about the war graphic. I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
But I did notice it now that you say that, because I was watching, was it a replay? I think my golem was near a wizard tower, and I'm like, what is that shit dropping on it? I thought it was like something raining on my golem. Like, I'm like, where is that coming from? And I realized it was the wizard tower, and I just thought, I never noticed that before. So I guess, I missed that.
Yep. He also adds, which two troops would be the most likely to have a drunken hookup? If he's going to pick, it's got to be the P.E.K.K.A. and the Goblin.
No, I've seen some strange couples, and I could see that one happening.
I could see the P.E.K.K.A. and the Goblin, yeah. Like the skinny guy always hooks up with the fat chick. I mean, that happens a lot.
Man, I don't know. Oh, that's a really good question. It might be the P.E.K.K.A. and the Minion.
We know which one's on top, right? We know who the bottom is in that. I don't think there'd be a minion left.
I know. That's the one that makes me wonder, how would this work, I guess.
So, Dragon Art asked, do you think the baby drag will be used as a cleanup funnel or some other type of troop? I think they're too expensive for a cleanup troop. A 10 troop space, I think that's just too much. Unless you just had a really particular section of the base that it would work with.
It happens on a lot of those where they put all the storages outside. It was just in the war against Red at Dark that I was in. There was a base with just a ton of that on the one side where they really sacrificed the air, and we've been throwing in minions. But you also have to. I could justify 10 troop space for a dragon that. In some of those areas, you know what I mean? That's not a full. Like, I actually thought about taking in a regular dragon today, and I thought, not 20 is too much, but 10. I mean, I was going to bring 5 minions for it. That's a really good question.
I don't know. Maybe you know how people used to use the dragon for the queen kill. Maybe you can bring in a couple raged baby dragons. No, it would just take 2 shots from the queen. I don't know. Like I said, we've talked about that. Andy asks about the Skelly spell.
My inclination would be to go at.
I think it's just too early.
Use him as a cleanup troop. That would be my. For 10 space.
Just by the fact that he's raged when he's on his own, I mean, you could probably get through buildings a little quicker.
What about 2 of them in the CC? The defensive.
You got to think. You got to think. You're talking 5 minions that you can bring instead of that 1. So even if you do lose 1 or 2 to red bombs, I don't know.
Well, but you could lose all 5 of them to 1 red bomb. On the other hand,
well, come on, you're not going to drop all 5 minions at once.
I have been known to do crazier things.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me rephrase that. I would not lose more than 1 to a red bomb because I know to drop 1 and wait.
What would miners do in this defensive CC? That's going to be my next war request. Miner.
Well, and that Wake actually said, out of the 2 troops, which do you think have the bigger impact? Feeling on miner defense.
Ooh, great minds.
So I was wondering,
think alike.
Is he talking? Yeah, and I mean, would the queen on a queen walk, would she not be able to see the miner until it was actually like literally poking her in the ass? I mean, that might be something, you know.
What do you think about the baby dragon on defense?
I don't think it does enough damage. I mean, I guess you could have. If you had 4 or 3 of them, you wouldn't have that effect. But maybe if you did 1 and some Valks, I don't know.
Yeah, or one, yeah, like you get the benefit of a dragon, a Velk, and you could put 2 giants. Right? With that, yeah, you'd still have a minion. That'd be a spread. That's interesting.
Yeah. Daldad asks, what are your and Scotty's predictions for what will become the new offensive and defensive metas? So
I don't know what that
means. That's a difficult one. Meta is like the norm. Like, what's the new norm for, or the new, not recipe, but
I know everybody says it, but it's just like one of those words. Yeah, like what's the like OP like, or is it like the go-to?
Yeah, like what's the go-to strat for a certain type of base, or like right now, like Valks are the new meta for Town Hall 10 3-star or something like that.
Why say
again,
meta?
I know
I'm just wondering. Never mind.
Yeah,
I've talked about this before.
We're just going to have to play around with the friendly challenges. I really don't know. I think everybody's going to have to start defending air as well as ground, which they haven't been so far.
Maybe we'll be able. Maybe we'll have a chance to really practice air now with those friendly battles, because it was so risky in the wild, because you had it's a pretty big investment to go in. You know, if you've got pig dogs and in loons and everything, it's a very expensive army to practice with. You used to be able to push with air really well, but I haven't really heard of.
And I know back on the baby dragon, I know that Potter said that he's been using them as funneling troops in Town Hall 10 3-star strats. So so he's been having some success with them.
Man,
Tango 2 says, what about a separate tab for the clan chat and the friendly challenge chat?
Oh God.
So your friendly challenges you would switch over to see who, well, that would be nice so they didn't scroll off the board.
I think
mean,
it would be.
Our chat moves pretty fast sometimes.
I'm not asking Supercell for anything else this week.
Yeah, that's it. They're off this week. That's right.
But
that's right.
It would be kind of cool to be able to see the chat log during your live attack, your friendly challenge.
Oh,
that's the only.
I didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean?
See what people were saying,
because you could do it.
That would be awesome.
Because you can if you're watching somebody's war attack. It would be kind of cool to. Because it is neat to see, they added the eyes, like you can see how many people are watching. You know, like
that they needed to do that,
and that's fun. It makes it more interactive.
That's in a war attack too.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
And so here's the difference. If you are a spectator of a war attack, it will have an eye on the left and the right side of the screen. So it'll show how many people in your clan are watching, but then it'll show how many people in their clan are watching.
Yeah, I did see. I noticed that.
But if you're the one doing the war attack, it just has the one eye, and it just adds the two together.
Oh.
I don't know why they did that, because I think it would add so much pressure if you go in on attack and you look over and you see there's 15 people in the other clan watching your attack.
And then they all leave at the same time.
Oh, my God.
And you go, what happened?
Yeah.
Just psycho.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like in a big war, I mean, as soon as that first attack's live, you have to get in fast. I mean, not even the first attack. In a big war, pretty much every attack, if you don't get in quick, those spectator slots fill up fast.
It is good to know that,
so
to be able to see both sides, to know how many, because you can be like, all right, look, we know we have 30 of us trying to get into the spots, and be like, let these people get in. You know, because if you know there's only like 3 people on the other team,
I could not imagine
to get spotters in and stuff like that.
Having to get up, you get in there and you're about to start your attack, and you look to the left side of the screen and you see like 15 people. Then you look to the right side and you see 15, and you're like, holy shit, I've got 30 fucking people watching me right now.
It's gonna make wars a lot of fun. It's already like, even those friendly matches. That's why I asked for, where I said that about it would be cool to be able to type during it, because there's a few where I'm waiting for the queen to die, and I would love to be able to see what people are saying. You know, like,
smooth move, fuckface.
Or I could type back and be like, oh, I'm gonna get, But no, Supercell
that'd be pretty boss.
I mean,
yeah. So here's a good one that I laughed out loud. Jesse James from Dark Contingent said, "Why is it such a pain in the dick to get my clan castle filled?" And I don't know. We are having this say for a clan that has never had a request go more than like 10 seconds. Right now, everybody is so busy doing this friendly challenge shit, and they're not wanting to mess up what they've got in their defensive CCs, or they're wanting to go in for another one. Man, every time I go to request, there's like 7 or 8 open requests.
It's weird.
It is getting crazy. Yeah, it's very.
You know what?
Did you notice used to going into attack?
Nobody's carrying one space troops either. So like,
yeah,
I was like, honestly, like one day I'm like, you know what? I better just cook 10 archers so I can get these damn things off the screen.
Well, see,
because it's
I will
like
do
Velks,
the donate now feature for that. Like, and I know it's stupid because it's expensive, but if I fill somebody and they have one space left, I'll do the donate now and just to give them the archer or whatever, just to get them filled completely.
Yeah, because
which I know it's a ripoff, but whatever.
I think most people, in our clan, because of our troops, or troop compositions, we're just running the bigger armies. And so what do you carry in a big army that's not more than, gobs, barbs, archers, only things you can donate that are one, right?
Yeah. Oh, and we also have a pro tip here too.
Ooh,
pro tip. Read that. So
pro tips brought to you by Dirk Diggler.
Brought to you by Dirk Diggler.
I told him he's got to get on here and read them.
Yeah. When making sexy times, refrain from asking your partner to call you by your clash name. Their laughter alone will be enough to turn your outie into an innie, rendering you useless henceforth as their V King or B Smasher. So, yeah, I don't think that would go over well.
Pro tip.
Call me Murtaugh, bitch.
Riggs.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm pretty sure Dirty Pirate does do that, though. I think everybody calls him Dirty Pirate.
Oh, burn. No, just kidding. You have more? Any more?
Nope, that was it.
Warring, we've talked about this a little bit. I do think it's worth, kind of warring with your Dark Spell Factory down. This has been a weird thing about donations, too. I can't donate spells for 11 days. So I think that's going to be in flux for a little bit. But where did the Dark Spell Factory upgrade just come to Town Hall 10? Or what Town Hall did it start at?
Well,
we need to get a 9 on
Town
here
Hall,
and have some 9.
Yeah, Town Hall 9s, they get the Skelly spell.
Okay, so they have to upgrade their... Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a lot of dark...
And then Town Hall 10 gets the clone spell.
See, people like the question I've seen, people, we talked about it. Do we war with our Dark Spell Factory down? I say, hell yeah. I went to that scrim. I wasn't going to spend $12 to wake it up. Just for one extra poison. I get the one dark spell, I can adjust that way. That was my thinking on it. I think it's a lot to ask.
It is. I think it's a lot to ask somebody to gym it. And the thing is, if we say, well, just opt out, God, we're going to be running 10-man wars for the next 2 weeks. So I think we can adapt. You're going to be down one dark spell, but
listen, and it's not too bad.
We're just going to have to adapt.
Really,
it's not that.
Well, it's just like it. No, not how it used to be, right? Same number of
Yeah. Before dark spells came around, yeah.
Yeah, be like the exact same number, except for you get to take one.
Yeah.
In your CC, so.
Yeah, and you can still take one. So
it's like before you could donate spells.
Yep.
Yeah, not a big deal. We can do that. But some people want to. I want to do it just to see it, but I won't do that. I did it the first time, but I just won't do that again. It was worth it for the poison, but I don't think this one is. And plus, like you know, it's always level 1 troops suck, so it'll be interesting
not even to really play with it until it's maxed. Yeah.
Are you gonna upgrade your baby dragon minor? What's the?
I'm gonna do. It's gonna be. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do the clone spell first. I don't know. I don't know if I have the minor done before the Skelly's done, I'll go ahead and put the minor in there. But I don't know the clone spell. I really want to get that in the minor upgraded. Like I said, I've already got my Hounds and Loons, which I'm kind of pissed on the graphics of the new Loon.
Really?
It doesn't even look different from the old ones. All they did was add just this little bit of like wood stuff on the side that you can barely see. I think it would have been so badass. You know how the old Loons, they were black and then they had the white skull and crossbones?
Yeah.
I think they should just invert the colors. Make it a white Loon with the black skull and crossbones, because Town Hall 11, they use white a lot in their color scheme anyway. I mean, God, those Loons would look so badass if they were like white and gold.
Well, and the Hound.
Now the Hound, they did a good job with the Hound. It is neat. It looks like a Black Widow. It's like really blackish, dark brown, and then it's got the red stripes going down its back. It looks mean.
I did. I guess maybe I haven't seen the Loons.
No,
like I said, it's been a busy couple days, and there's so much stuff to take in.
People didn't even know that I had upgraded them. I was like, yeah, those are max. Which I had to gem out 2 of my elixir storages to even get them.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because it's 9.5 million. So I had to gem 2 of my storages.
Did you do any of your defenses besides the putting down the eagle?
I haven't gemmed any, no. But I've got the eagle down, level 1, and then I've got all the other ones I'm working to get them up to max. But they're all down.
Are you gemming time? Or are you just working?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just letting them run.
I'm thinking about going back to defense right now for a little bit. Here's why. There's going to be elixir drought. Right? We know this. So I figure I might as well use the treasury. I will
kind of get what you can.
Yeah, get what I can, and I'll go for elixir. Or I'm going to keep going for dark elixir, which I always do. Try to break even or climb on elixir, but just ride the wave and just take in the gold and the DE, and go. Look, I know I'm not going to pressure myself about the warden because he's getting very close, but there's a lot of the droughts last for a long time.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of elixir upgrades, so it could be hard to get elixir for a little while. We'll see. I did hit a guy today. He had 700 of each, and all of his pumps and mines were boosted. So I think Supercell got him with the old, after the boost is done, he goes in and hits the boost, not realizing that it's 70 gems each.
I did that first day, just with my elixir, because when I collected.
If you're not looking at it, yeah,
I almost couldn't build my war army because I was like, oh shit, I just spent all of it. But I'm back up. I'm already back up to 3.5 mil, and I just spent all that. I do think post upgrade, I'm going to focus on my queen. It's about time.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to get up. Time. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it was like I could see the end of all the troops in sight. So it's easier just to do that first. Now with all these other upgrades, I'll just, in the elixir drought, I'll do what I can and make some progress on her. But I mean, I'm constantly farming DE. I mean, it's not that I'm not. It's weird.
I actually need to farm DE for the first time in months.
Do you really?
Because I got my hounds. They were 150, and then I put down my Skelly spelled upgrade, so that was 60. So yeah, I mean I'm down to like 10,000. I'm gonna have to actually hit some bases for a change.
I'm at 110. You know, I think maybe the secret is like the last day I was in that scrim in the clan Good Luck versus Reddit Dark. I wonder what the score of that is. But I didn't get to farm much. And so I got hit a few times. So I think I really need to make sure that I'm farming getting at least 2 or 3 raids in during farm days or war days, even if you're...
You just gotta resist the damn friendly challenges.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? I was just going to say, it's the friendly challenge.
I say, fuck your friendly challenge. Leave me alone. Fill my CC.
Because you're like, I just want to play. I just want to play.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's pretty fun, though.
Gotta stay focused.
Well, anything else you want to talk about? I think it's really actually overwhelming. I every time I glance down at the screen, I see something else. Now they've got builder suggestions.
Yep, that's nice too.
Which will be interesting to hear. I really want to hear from like Town Hall 9s and see how the game's been impacted for them. People who aren't like us at Town Hall 11. Would be kind of interesting. Although a lot of these changes are probably hitting us. So weird, you're in the Town Hall 11 club.
That's right.
Feels like just yesterday while I was trying to drag you out of Town Hall 9.
I remember that. When I was barching with witches trying to spend that dark.
For the record, I don't remember I don't think this is the notebook I had last time we recorded. Let me see here. No, that's upstairs. But for the record, I know I said last time what my trophies were. I'm at 3819, which is, I believe, my highest. Oh, 3830. So I'm climbing up. But I was doing that slow, natural push, and it's still going. So... I haven't hit the clouds. I think the time I drop is when I hit the clouds.
Yeah, you're getting close. Another couple hundred, and you'll start getting cloud times.
It's interesting. It's fun.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I'm maxed out before I make my my legend push. I mean, not completely maxed out, but my warden, my troop, stuff like that, and then I'll push on up there and get my legends badge.
I think, I haven't been up there yet, so it'll be interesting. I do think it'll be interesting to see.
It's a pain in the ass.
I think next time we do a podcast, like in a week or so, it'll be interesting to see how this friendly challenge continues. Because I've been tweaking my war base, and now I just tweaked it again today, so I can't let anybody do it because it takes that 24-hour cooldown. So... As you get a rhythm with bases and stuff, it'll be cool to see how that plays out, I think.
I believe you're right.
Any shout-outs?
Just shout out to House of L. Just shout out to everybody for keeping it real. How's that for generic? Is that generic?
Keep it real. I don't know how I can top that one.
How about a shout out to all those bitches that bought all those purses from me so I could get that fat bonus so I could gem my hounds and loons. Thank you, bitches. Appreciate you.
Cheers, ladies.
You too kind.
Shout out to, I guess, everybody in the clan Good Luck. It was fun warring over there. I was like one of 3 Town Hall 11s, so I got to hit Town Hall 9 bases and stuff for fun and friendly challenges. But it was cool. They had a higher level clan, and I got to talk to a bunch of people. And shout out to House of L. Of course, House of L2, they're looking for members who want to do solid war attacks, but that also like have level, is it 5 hogs? Level 4 and heal spell at Town Hall 9. 8. Town Hall 9.
Just go talk to Julia. She'll take care of you.
Yeah. If you're looking for a really good
female leader.
Yeah.
You want to go talk to a girl in the clan?
House of
L2.
Yeah. It looks like they have some pretty good wars over there. But it's cool that they have a really good mix. And they're pretty laid back, but intent on wars.
And the same with Reloaded, man. It's cool. They finally they come into their own. You know, they kind of have their own atmosphere. It's like, even when I log in over there, they're like, "Hey, who the fuck are you, buddy? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, now, calm down." No, it's really fun over there.
I was gonna say, hey, you should go to L Reloaded, but they're always full. So
they're always full.
So yeah, and yeah. So I guess House of L2, L Reloaded, and all the other clans,
all the homies
out there. Peace and love.
Right.
Well, it'll be interesting to check back in. Look forward to,
and we will do it
Summer
soon.
of Clash.
We won't wait another month. We'll get one out.
Oh yeah. Summer of Clash. We've got things rolling. So,
right.
Keep it clashy, everybody.
Keep it clashy.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.